StadiumDB.com presents Bundesliga Stadiums Ranked by Capacity, Season 2021-2022. Hello everyone. We have a ranking of Bundesliga stadiums for you, ranging from the smallest to the largest. We took into account the maximum possible capacities for Bundesliga games. The data comes from the official club websites. Before we start, we would like to ask you to support our channel by clicking a subscribe button and leaving a thumbs up. And now, without further delay, let's start. 18th place, Sportpark Ronhof, capacity 16,626. SpVgg Greuther Fürth. With a history dating back to 1910, it remains among the oldest grounds in Germany to still be in use. Bombing in 1945 left the stadium unused until 1951, when the new grandstand was opened. Interestingly, despite minor changes concerning aesthetics and infrastructure, that part of the venue is still at its heart. In 1997, the facility was improved ahead of first promotion of the club to the second Bundesliga. Further changes with the new covered south stand came in 2012, with the club reaching Bundesliga for the first time ever. 17th place, Stadion an der Alten Försterei, capacity 22,012. Erste FC Union Berlin. The stadium was revamped thanks to the enormous support of the fans, not only from the financial side, but also with less complicated works. With the help of professional contractors, the terracing on the three sides was renovated and covered by 2009. The final phase of the redevelopment came significantly later, in 2012 and 2013, when the new main grandstand was built from scratch. With over 3,500 seats, it's the only seated section, and again, seats were only installed voluntarily by fans. An interesting fact is the ground was used as an artillery site during World War II. 16th place, Schüco Arena, capacity 27,332. Arminia Bielefeld. Biggest upgrade to date took place in 1996 through 1999, when 3 new stands were built one by one, leaving only the east section unchanged. It was dismantled in 2006 and replaced by a 2-tier stand, which closed the bowl. A special feature of the east stand is the glass roof structure with a new type of solar cell built into it. Solar cells are characterized by the fact that they did not have to be mounted on the roof, but were integrated with it. 15th place, Vonovia Ruhrstadion, capacity 27,599. VfL Bochum. The characteristic crescent girders on the outer facade, combined with 4 steeply rising lighting masts, give the stadium a unique profile. In 2003, the VfL Stadion Center was opened. The building has 5 floors and serves as a backup facilities. It houses a fan shop, dressing rooms for players, and medical rooms. 14th place, Volkswagen Arena, capacity 30,000. VfL Wolfsburg. Most distinctive feature of the venue is its roof covering stands with light membrane. It doesn't only keep the seating bowl protected from elements, it also spreads well over corners of the ground, closing the somewhat elliptic stadium with a rectangular roof form. Inside, there are some 30,000 places on 2-tiered stands, of which around 8,000 are terraces for local fanatics and away fans. The cost of building the stadium was shared equally between Volkswagen and the municipality. 13th place, PreZero Arena, capacity 30,150. 1899 Hoffenheim. Initially planned to be built in Heidelberg or Eppelheim, the facility was blocked in both locations. Third one was Zinsheim, right next to Highway number 6. The construction was financed by millionaire Dietmar Hopp. Almost 10,000 places out of the total capacity of the arena are located on terracing of the southern stand and away section. If required, seats can be added for international matches, reducing capacity slightly to 25,641 seats. 12th place, BayArena, capacity 30,210. Bayer nur für Leverkusen. Since 1998, it has had its present name. The ground was renovated in 2008-2009 when a small second tier was built above existing stands. Additional infrastructure was created around the stands and a huge, impressive roof over the whole structure. Arena was planned to look like a giant aspirin pill from above, but the idea to put a massive neon with Bayer's name was dropped. Interestingly, the business section was built in an unusual setting, in a place usually occupied by fanatics behind the goal, far from having the best view. 11th place, WWK Arena, capacity 30,660, FC Augsburg. The stadium, which opened in 2009, had to wait a long time for its facade. Its complex structure is made up of a combination of aluminum and light tubes, which are interwoven and thus symbolically stands for wrapping up the opponent. The compact and energy-saving venue has the playing field 8 meters lower than the street level. Roof structure is made of round supports and lattice girders. 10th place, Mewa Arena. Capacity 333,005. Erster. FSV Mainz 05. The facility consists of 4 independent stands, connected solely by the glass covering of facades and roof, as well as a promenade around the venue. Single-tiered stands accommodate over 33,000 people, of whom 14,000 can buy affordable terracing tickets, changed into seating for international games. In terms of aesthetics, the most important features are massive red frames that enclose each stand from the outside. They are illuminated at night, building a distinctive image for the stadium. 9th place, Europa-Park Stadion. Capacity 34,700. SC Freiburg. The club started its season at the well-worn Schwarzwald Stadion, but after many years of waiting, full of turmoil, it finally got a new facility. Its inauguration took place on October 16th. Europa-Park Stadion is a real eye-catcher from the outside, thanks to its diagonal tension beams on the roof. Inside, it impresses with compactness, steep stands, and the proximity to the playing field. The south stand is the visual and emotional center of the venue as the only single-tier stand. 8th place, Red Bull Arena. Capacity 47,069. RB Leipzig. Its most distinctive feature is the curved roof supported by light arches running along the field. Beneath it are stands with a lower tier surrounding the field, and upper stands created only on sidelines. The capacity of the stadium, including the standing section, has recently increased to over 47,000. This year, some of the seats were replaced with new red ones. Soon, the arena will receive its first ever opaque cladding. 7th place, RheinEnergie Stadion. Capacity 50,000. Erster FC Köln. The last major redevelopment took place in 2002-2004. As a result, Cologne was ready 2 years before the 2006 World Cup. After 80 years, an athletics track around the pitch was removed and the stands were built just around the playing field. The stadium is a modern construction of concrete, steel, and glass surrounded by manicured green fields. Most recognizable are the 4 giant corner towers that anchor the stands with a series of steel girders and cables. When the home team scores, the towers are illuminated in red and white, which are the club's colors. Once again, we encourage you to leave a sub and thumbs up. This ensures that you won't miss any of the future videos, and it's also a significant help in developing our channel. 6th place, Deutsche Bank Park. Capacity 51,500. Eintracht Frankfurt. Before the 2006 World Cup, it underwent a major renovation. Between 2002 and 2005, all stands were demolished and then replaced with new construction. 2-tiered stands are covered with a retractable roof, which is the most characteristic feature of the stadium. Light membrane lies on steel ropes, which are also the base of the retractable part. According to the designers, the roof was modeled on a spoke rim. 5th place, Borussia-Park. Capacity 54,022. Borussia Mönchengladbach. The design is very simple, resembling some British stadiums with its cantilever roof and overall layout. Contrary to some other venues, this one doesn't accommodate various functions underneath the stands. Every day, Bundesliga capacity is over 54,000 spectators, with almost 19,000 standing, most in the northern fan block. However, the stadium has been approved for up to 60,000 people, should the club decide to convert southern stand into terracing as well. 4th place, Mercedes-Benz Arena. Capacity 60,449. VfB Stuttgart. In 2008, the city of Stuttgart decided to convert the stadium into a proper football venue. Ultimately, in 2009 through 2011, the pitch was lowered, 2 new stands were built at the short ends, and the other tribunes were moved closer to the playing field. Most importantly, the facility lost an athletics track. The roof of the arena completely covers the longitudinal stands and most of the rear stands. Its material consists of a PVC-coated polyester fabric with a light transmittance of approximately 8%. Third place, Olympiastadion Stadion. Capacity 74,475. Greuther BSC. Today's shape of the ground is the result of 2004 redevelopment prior to World Cup 2006. Architects redesigned the seating bowl's lower tier, which was dismantled and built again steeper for better sightlines. Also, a roof was provided for all fans. To save the historical facades, no external cantilevers were installed, forcing architects to erect supports obstructing view to some fans inside the ground. The oval-shaped stadium loses its continuity on the west side, where there is an opening with a marathon gate. Second place, Allianz Arena. Capacity 75,024. FC Bayern München. The facility started to trend for oval stadiums, where facades and roof merge into one. Most distinctive part of the ground are almost 3,000 ETFE foil air panels that cover facades and roof of the venue. With its immense size, exterior cladding is the largest foil construction in the world. Each of the panels, also known as cushions, may be lightened in different colors. The auditorium consists of 3 levels. Each of them can accommodate roughly the same number of spectators. Until 2017, TSV 1860 München also played their games there. First place, Signal Iduna Park. Capacity 81,365. Borussia Dortmund. For its great sightlines, steep stands, and unique fan experience, this stadium is often named among the best football grounds in the world. The structure of the facility features the largest standing terrace in Europe, where 24,454 people can be accommodated behind the goal. Famous for its great atmosphere, the Tribuna is still the biggest of its kind. Last redevelopment so far came before the 2006 World Cup. Building new sections in the corners was not a problem, but the roof of all other stands was in the way, literally. Large supports of the canopy were placed in the corners and had to be removed not to block the sightlines of fans. 8 massive pylons were thus raised on the outside of the roof, bearing the weight and allowing for the inner supports to be removed. This is the end of our ranking. We hope you enjoyed watching this video. What is your favorite stadium in Bundesliga, and what do you think of the other stadiums in the German league? Please leave a comment in the section below. See you next time.